guys. Fellow Albertans, we are standing here. The numbers aren't huge today. People are busy. But we know Albertans stand with us in demanding that the federal government pull the No More Pipelines Act, Bill C-69. Stop the bill. There you go.
Stop the bill. 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 Stop the bill.
Well, you're saying it just like it needs to be said, folks. Before I get started, I want to recognize I've got my deputy leader, Leela here, plus MLAs Rick McIver, Prasad Panda, and Mike Ellis. And thank you all for being here. Let me also begin. Give them a hand, sure. Let me thank Brian and Pat. We also have MP Kelly Block from Saskatoon here, visiting all the way from Saskatchewan, stands with us, right, Kelly? And before I get started, I want to thank the people who have been fighting this fight for years now, the grassroots movement that has sprung up to defend Canada's resources. Rally for Resources, Canada Action, Oil Sands Strong, Debunk, Boots and Suits, the Modern Miracle Network, and thousands of grassroots Albertans for speaking truth to power. Thank you. The groups I just named, they're all made up of just about full-time volunteers. And I'll tell you, in these towers are big companies, some of them global corporations, that haven't done a lot, in some cases, to defend this province, this region, our economy, and Canada's resources. But these grassroots organizations have lifted the heavy weight, and we should never forget the grassroots action of these great groups. But folks, we're here today to send a simple message. Look, we are giving away the family jewels. We love our American friends and neighbors. In many cases, some of them are family. But why are we giving them our single greatest asset and resource at a 50% discount? It doesn't make any sense. Every single day, we are giving the Americans tens of millions of dollars in discounted oil, something like $35 billion a year. And in doing so, we are allowing some of the world's worst regimes to monopolize energy markets, from the Bolivarian Socialist Republic of Venezuela to Vladimir Putin's Russian autocracy, to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and the Emirate of Qatar and the dictatorship of Iran. These regimes, many of which use their energy wealth to spread violence, extremism, and conflict around the world. We should be proud to be, by far, the most ethical, democratic producer of energy on the face of the earth. So this fight is existential for our economy, for our ability to pay for our health care, our education, pay off our debts, and pay for future pensions. That's why we need a fair price. But the world needs more Canada, and we're not going to get that if Bill C-69 becomes law. And so let us be clear, the Canadian Energy Pipeline Association has said that if this bill becomes law, there will be no major proposed pipeline coming forward in the future. That will effectively risk, that will leave us with one thread hanging, with the possibility of Trans Mountain, and we know the trouble that it is facing after Prime Minister Trudeau vetoed the approved Northern Gateway pipeline, killed the Energy East pipeline through additional regulation, surrendered to Barack Obama's veto of Keystone XL, and is bringing in a tanker ban on the northern BC coast, and now having virtually surrendered to pressure obstruction from the government in British Columbia. That is why we need every possible pipeline route to be pursued. I was just down in Eastern Canada. They want Energy East. We can hopefully revive Energy East, but only if we repeal Bill C-69. It's got to happen. So folks, this is I think maybe one of the reasons the crowd isn't as big today as it was when we were here 2 months ago to speak up for the Trans Mountain Pipeline is because for a lot of Canadians, they don't know what bills are in the House of Commons or the Senate, Bill C-69. We have an important piece of public education to do. So please email and call your friends, your neighbors, your fellow workers, and make them understand that right now this is one of the biggest long-term threats to our prosperity, to our resources, and to our economy. We've done this work before. We're not going to give up now. And I can certainly pledge to you that if Albertans give a mandate to the United Conservative Party in the next provincial election, that we will fight without relent and without apology for the jobs of the hardworking men and women in Canada's ethical energy industry. Let's get it done. Thank you very much.